Alright, welcome back here to part 3. So this is the disc arrow with the configuration here. Let's check it. Disc arrow, where are disc arrows? Disc arrow, it's this one here, the MacTil, design 1 and design 2. It's this guy right here. We put design 2 on it. It's a disc arrow. Let's check it out in the field here. It's unfolded. What it does is it takes the rotted crops right off the field, and you can disc harrow. You can harrow your field once your crops have gone rotten, I guess. I think you can also go over the field when your crops are still in good condition. You can harrow them off, and that will fertilize your field when you take the good crops off your field with a disc harrow. But this, since they are pretty much rotted off, the crops here, I don't think your field is going to get fertilized by that. You're just going through it with the disc harrow to prepare it for the next sowing stage, is what you're pretty much doing. That works. Alright, nice. Alright, so next up we're gonna check out the dairy feed GEA robot. It's the dairy feed with the GEA robot. So what you need for this is you need the slurry tanker. First, it's the slurry tanker. Down there we have our border collie. I showed you that in part 2. Okay, let's get that hooked up, and let's place that underneath where the where that icon is, down there. Place it here. That's for your slurry. Detach that. That's where the slurry will go into that here tanker. So what we need to do now is we need to buy some animals. We're going to buy some cows. The trigger for that is over there. Here. Press the R key, and then we need cows, I guess. We're going to buy 18 months old cows. We're not going to buy them. We're going to buy these guys here, 18 months. We can buy 56 of them, but we're not going to buy all 96. Sorry, 96. And buy 96. We're just going to buy, let's say, 40. Let's buy 40 cows. Yep. And they should be in here. Yeah, you can pretty much hear them. They're out in the pasture. Here they are. Nice. And we bought 40 cows already. As you know, this cow barn can hold 96 cows. Alright, there they are. 40 of them. Now what they need is here. They have 6,199 meadow, So what you need here is silage, straw, hay, and mineral feed. Let's put that in there. I have here silage is here, mineral feed is in that trailer, hay is in that one, and the other one is straw. So let's grab each trailer one by one and we're gonna fill it right up. We're gonna start off with mineral feed, which is in this here trailer. Mineral feed is right there with the bag. Let's pour it in. Mineral feed. There goes the mineral feed. That is the icon for the mineral feed right there. With the bag with the plus on it and the mineral feed up here. That is your mineral feed trigger. Mineral feed. Alright. Let's get this trailer out of the way. It's pretty much empty. Empty trailers, we put them over here. Let's grab the next one, which is going to be hay. And you need hay. Yep, that's hay. There it is. You can see the bin is filling up with hay. There it is, the bin filling up with hay. I don't know how much capacity that one has. Now this bin here filled up with mineral feed. This bin here filled up with hay. So we have hay 44,499. Mineral feed so far 45,999 liters. I don't know what the max capacity is of these here bins. I don't know what the maximum capacity of those bins are. Not sure. I'm not gonna check it. It will take too long for the video to check it out what max capacity for these bins are. Alright, now we need silage and straw. We're gonna grab straw first, I guess. We got straw right here. Straw goes to the straw trigger, which is in the center. There it is, the straw. You can see the bin is filling up with straw here. So we have a straw, 49,000 liters of straw. And now we need, last but not least, we need hay. Oh, wait a minute. We already put in here, we need silage. Silage. Let's grab the silage. Oh, did it clean it right out? We got 3,000 liters of straw left. Is that the capacity? 49,000? Is 49,000 yeah, 49,000 is the maximum capacity for those bins. 49,000, okay. Because we got 3,000 liters of straw left in the trailer, so 49,000 is the maximum capacity for all those bins. Alright, silage. Silage in the last one. There's the silage going in. Silage, 56,400 liters. Alright. So, you have to check the health, check if they're good with food, if they're making milk, if they're leaving manure behind, if they're leaving slurry behind. I don't know if you can give them straw bedding. Let's see if we can get some straw. Now, this is a trailer. Let's see if we can. Maybe we can give them some straw bedding. Let's put some straw in here. Straw. Easy as that. But because it says straw, see if we can drive through here. That would probably be the only way to give them straw as bedding. Yeah. That works. You can see the bedding filling up here. The straw bedding, that works. I'm sure you can use straw bales or even a straw blower to blow the straw in there. We have straw blowers as well. You can use them. I'm sure they will work. And I'm also sure that you can use straw bales, hay bales, and silage bales, and even grass bales. But I know that they don't need grass because they have the meadow. Alright. So let's go over to them. Let's see what they got. So they got their straw, 38,000 liters of straw. They got meadow, 6,199. Hay, 44,500. Silage, 56,400. Straw, 49,000. And mineral feed, 45,999. And they just got 38,000 liters of bedding. So we have to keep a watch out on their health. I think their food is pretty good. Alright, let's see how this works. We might have to fast forward time, so there's the bedding here. The straw bedding that you just got. They don't need water because this will get filled up automatically, so you don't have to fill those up with water yourself. You can't even fill it up with water because there's no room here for the tractor to drive through. There's no room for that, so Let's go over to the robot. See if we can do anything there. Let's roll the time. I hope this robot is going to do something. Hopefully it's going to feed him. Feed the cows. It should disconnect here and somehow feed the cows. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this how this works. Okay, look at that. Look at the robot. Yes. Look at that. Is that cool? How cool is that, man? Look at that. So the robot is collecting what we put in here. Look at that. How cool is that? It's collecting the straw. You don't want to be in the way with this. Wow, look at this. It's collecting what we put in there. It's also going to collect the mineral food. Yep. Let's check out the animation, guys. Wow, look at that. Alright. And that is going to feed the cows here. Let's follow it. Everything automatized. Everything works automatically. You don't have to do anything anymore. It should feed the cows. Yeah, it's feeding him. It's feeding him. Look at that. How cool is that? How cool is that? Look at that. It's feeding the cows. That is pretty amazing, guys. That's amazing. That is so cool. Wow. Wow, that is so cool. And now it's going back to its docking station, I guess. Waiting until the cows will need to get fed again. So let's have a look at that. That's pretty neat how that is done. So it's giving them, I think, mixed ration is what they're getting. Mixed ration. Yeah, it's going back to its docking station right there. Alright, cool. Let's have a look inside it. Here it is. What the robot does is it collects the silage, it collects the straw, the hay, and the mineral food here, which is inside this here bin, and it turns the silage, the hay, the straw, the mineral food into mixed ration. Is what it does. So what the cows are getting out of this here feeding robot is mixed ration. You can see it up there. It says, where it says food, 583 liters of mixed ration. That's what they got. Mixed ration. Are we producing slurry? We are producing slurry. 832 or 833 liters of slurry down there. We don't have any manure. You can put, you can make it so that it will produce manure as well. Okay, so it's on its way again. Let's check it. There it is. It's collecting silage. Silage. Next up is the straw. There it is. Putting the straw in. Next up is hay. Last but not least, it's collecting the mineral feed. Mineral feed. There you can see it, mineral feed. And what we have in here is mixed ration. Why did it stop? Okay, yeah, you have to stand out of its way, otherwise it's not going to work. Alright, so what the robot is transporting here for the cows, mixed ration. Like I said before, mineral feed, hay, straw and silage will turn into mixed ration for the cows. And that is what we have in here is mixed ration for feeding the cows. It will give the cows that extra protein, I guess, to make a lot of milk. We already have a little bit of milk, 75 liters of milk we have. So let's jump in here, as this robot is gonna feed the mixed ration to the cows. So let's have another look. It's gonna open up the hatch here, and it's gonna feed them the mixed ration. How cool is that? Dairy feed F4500. GEA, now this is a German company. GEA, a German made, I don't know if you can get this here in real life. You probably can't get it in real life. From that German company, GEA. I don't know what GEA stands for. I would have to look that up on Google. Alright, let's have another look. Going to the docking station and waiting for the next round. So we have food now, 1166 liters of food. Alright. Milk, we have 125 liters. There it is, going to the docking station. Let's check the milk. Milk is on this side. Yeah, we don't have any. We do have milk, but I don't know if milk churns here are gonna spawn, or do we have to grab it with a milk trailer? Let's see if we have a milk trailer in the shop. Milk trailer. Will this take milk? Yes, that will take milk as well, so let's jump into the tractor. We're gonna grab it. We're gonna drive down to the shop, grab the milk trailer, and we're gonna head back up to the farm. I think you have to take the milk out with a milk trailer. I don't think full milk churns are gonna spawn. Probably gonna have to use a trailer for that, milk trailer. You can use a bigger milk trailer as well that you can hook up to a truck. But I prefer to use a smaller one since we don't have enough room. I wanted to see if I can put up a manure so we can get manure as well. Let's put it here. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that is for the milk. Okay, nice. This is milk, so let's see how much milk we have. Milk we have only 187 liters, and slurry we have 2083 liters. Food up there 1400, now 1700 and 91. I guess the GEA feeding robot just went by and gave me some food. So let's hook up to the slurry tanker. We're going to collect some slurry. Yeah, just give him some food. Yeah, you have to fill up these bins as well from time to time. When they're empty, you have to fill them up. So this is your slurry tanker. Right here, the Cuttle Grant slurry tanker from Farm Sim 15. So you hook it up, press the R key, press the R key, slurry, 2,500 liters, start filling. And you can see we have a slurry here in our slurry tanker from the cows. Okay, let's detach that. Now we're going to fill up the milk tanker. If I install Farm Sim 15 one day again, I can show you this setup here in Farming Simulator 15. It's the same principle. So let's hook up this one here. Press the R key, and not buffalo milk, cow milk is what we want. 262 liters. Start, and we have 263 liters of cow milk in this here milk tanker. Alright, I'm going to end it here. We're going to do part 4 because I want to find out if we can make manure. So let's turn the tractor off. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have liked this video. I hope it's going to be an awesome thumbnail for my video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have liked this video. Let me know in comments below what you guys think, and we'll catch you guys in a short part 4. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Peace.